A hickey on his neck? Okay, who still puts hickeys on folks' necks? This is not the 90s. We're all grown-ass adults here. It looks like you have a red blood clot on your neck.
And it looks like someone was nibbling on your cornea.
Why?
I don't know, it looks like an eye hickey. It's even a bit red.
What's that scent? Elizabeth Taylor? White Diamonds, Red Door? Who the hell was he laying up with before he came here? Blythe Danner? And your scent eloquently lingers.
Thanks, you know, I get that a lot. You know, I mean, I take showers and shit, you know.
Yeah.
Peppermint soap. I do my nails.
Yeah, it is a vintage scent.
Yeah, I definitely do my
All right, so what's in the bag for lunch?
Glad you asked. You are gonna love this.
Good, because it smells amazing. What?
Drum roll. Drum roll. Nice, beautiful salad.
That makes an amazing appetizer. What else?
It's coming. It's coming. Bam! Woo!
Croutons.
Not just any. What you know about Italian croutons?
Nothing. I don't like croutons.
Well, now you have your veggies and your carbs.
Well, don't they have the meat and the cheese and the dressing and the cucumbers and all that stuff on the side of the bag?
Oh, I told them to hold everything, you know.
What?
Everything except the lettuce. You know what? Every time I see you, you have this glow about yourself. And to compliment that glow, I got you some fresh water. Artesian water.
So what are you eating and drinking?
For me? Oh, well, you know, I got me a little chicken sandwich, sweet potato fries, got some cake, right? 2 pieces of cake, some soda, you know.
What have I done to deserve this?
Listen, I want you to eat up, all right? And don't eat too much because, you got some work to do later. Nigga, are you reaching for my fries?
What?
It looked like you were just reaching for my fries.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think so. Your fingers were a little close.
Stretching.
I don't know. I mean, if you want some fries, just ask me for some
No,
fries.
I wouldn't want anything of substance to stick to my stomach.
How about I give you half a fry?
No, thank you. The salad with no dressing is filling for me.
Good. I like my woman petite. You know, usually I make it a point to tell all the women that I date that I don't agree with the unnecessary weight gain that women try to sneak up on brothers. I mean, it's disrespectful.
I beg your pardon?
I mean, can we be comfortable here?
Not too comfortable.
Listen, you are light and tight, baby. You have nothing to worry about.
Yes, but I'm still a female with estrogen levels, so watch what you say.
You can take it.
I'd rather be taking a dick in my ass in the back, but he keeps running his mouth feeding me bird food.
So, I went to this club one night.
I don't give a fuck.
And I meet this woman.
I met dry lettuce, no topping, tap water.
And I'll tell you what, with the lights off, whew, she had what I thought was the fattest ass on the planet.
Apparently she likes cake, Cory, like the cake I want from your plate.
Now, it was a lot of ass up in that club that night. And most of it was hers. So, you know, naturally after, you know what I mean? She asked me for my number.
I'm starving!
And now, all that ass that I thought she had turned out to be nothing when she invited me out to lunch.
So she's a thick and curvy woman. What's wrong with that?
Hell no. Her thick and curvy with cellulite, fat, and stretch marks.
It's like the fat I want from that sandwich.
Anyway, So all I could think about was, well, she was saying a bunch of shit that I didn't even care about. And all I could remember was how thick and curvy she was and why I never figured out that she kept sending me photos from the waist up.
Is that brown sugar in those fries?
So we met at the club. She must have had on like a girdle or type of extra body. But whatever it was, she didn't have it on when we met for lunch.
Now, you know what? I lost Cory my damn lunch.
So I got up and left. Her and her friends.
Well, she brought her friends to lunch?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, they came in with double chins and love handles and swollen ankles and just fat. You know, I got up and left. I didn't sign up for that.
You weren't concerned with hurting her feelings, leaving her alone like that?
No. I mean, she pursued me.
So because she pursued you, you disregard her feelings?
You see, it's like this. No offense, but
I can guarantee you with 105% assurance that you're going to say something that will offend me.
you see this suit I have?
Yes.
Now, I didn't put this on to impress you today. See, all I had to do was show up. Okay. And I already had the advantage.
Where's my gun?
I mean, I'm a black male.
Check.
I have a good job.
Check.
Decent salary.
Check.
And I've never been married.
Check.
See, the population of black male here in New York, I count part of the 30%. And so, you seem to be attracted to guys like me. Just don't have enough options. Good woman to man ratio is about 3 to 1. So I'm thinking that I don't have to do anything but show up, and I already have the advantage. All I gotta do is show up, and you're attracted to me.
I need an alibi. So you think showing up is all you need to do to attract a woman of substance?
I think most women, even with substance, are willing to compromise who they are to get a man. And he doesn't even have to be a good man.
Somebody who compromises who they are for the attraction is not a real woman, Cory.
Hoes be winning out here. I mean, look, you got strippers turn housewives, and women with good degrees and jobs turn celibate.
You only see what you
I see it happen all the time.
You only see what you surround yourself with.
To my point, you're between the ages of what? 27, 32?
Yes, 31 to be exact.
Well, I mean, you're at a time in your life where you are ready to settle down. Right? Your biological clock is ticking.
The biological clock? That's just a psychological mindfuck perpetuated by society's expectations of women.
But you know, as educated black men, we check a lot of boxes, right? I mean, you're at a time in your life where you're ready to settle down. It's just, I'm having a lot of choices out there. And despite what you say, I mean, all women have a biological clock. I mean, some of them might be rusty, but they all have one.
Listen, man who is not a woman. Now, we can have babies from menstruation to menopause. And if anything was to start and stop ticking, it wouldn't be at society's preconceived thinking that it's between 27 and 31, despite what you may think.
Look, the logic, right, behind biological clock is to give an approximation on when it's a good time for a woman to have children or finding a man.
The logic behind the biological TikTok bullshit is your definition of a woman's readily made excuse of when she should get married or maybe knocked up without not having done anything significant with herself.
All I know is chicks are making themselves readily available out here because there simply isn't enough options. Slim pickings.
So you think because you look good on paper and can check off a few boxes that it's all right to treat women as mass-produced cattle instead of individuals?
No, I treat women as individuals. Just us men are not in such a big rush to settle down.
Neither am I.
Why would we be?
Why would I be?
I mean, women throw themselves at me because of my education and
Making
my job.
Making your real efforts minimal? Because you see things as roles as reversed?
Women have become the chaser, right? While we have become the chooser.
I pity the woman who has programmed you into thinking about women in minimal terms.
I respect women. I mean, I bought you lunch.
You bought me lettuce and water in a cup, Cory.
Come on, it's a nice cup. And that shit is romaine. Look, the reality is, my recovery time ain't what it used to be. But if a woman could get pregnant from me at 80 years old, go for it. Yeah. Shit's great. So, how you find dating up here in New York City? I mean, I imagine it must be different than what you're used to from, down south and all.
I find that men from the South can be just as good or bad as men from the North. Geographical location has nothing to do with the behavior of a penis.
Okay, I hear that. I just kind of imagine that men in the South, right, they treat women differently than they do up north. I mean, down there, it's like they're taught to really respect the woman. Not so much for us up north. Too many options be that vested in one woman.
We have just as many options as you do, if not more. The issue is that with your job and your education, women have to deal with your egotistic narcissism in order to maybe get married or at the very least have dinner.
Speaking of options, what's up with you and my boy Brian? I mean, he is my friend and all.
I know.
So, right, like, I don't have to date my boy's ex. I mean, I got too many options.
So do I. That's why I opted to have lunch with you. In order for me to be an ex, I would have had to be a girlfriend. Neither of those titles have I ever worn with Brian.
Okay. I mean, he stated that, you and him talked, but it wasn't too serious. So I figured since he didn't wife you, I had a shot.
Don't you think for 1 minute because you think that it didn't work out with me and Brian that that's the reason that I reached out to you?
Oh, I know. You, look, I work in the finance industry, right? And so, if you can excuse the finance terms, I was your derivative. And he was your counterpart. So, you had to mitigate the risk.
You also work in the industry of bullshit.
Plus, it's just lunch, right? I mean, it's just lunch. And I mentioned when I get back to the office anyway. I mean, it's just a friendly lunch.
Get out.
What? You know how to shoot that
Yes,
thing?
would you like to see?
Morgan, I'm sorry, right? I didn't mean nothing about why expensive the food. I do that all the time, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Cory, so I've listened to you talk for 15 minutes about uninteresting things and things that you seem to find interesting, but they're really ridiculous, all so that I can have sex with you. I invited you to my home at 2 p.m. on a Thursday, and I listened to this ridiculousness all so that I could fuck you, but you keep opening your mouth. And you're not even putting my vagina in it.
I think this whole thing was a misunderstanding.
Yeah, and if you don't leave now, I'll slip my finger on this trigger and there'll be another misunderstanding. Let's go.
I'll call you.
You love what you just saw, so go ahead and subscribe to our channel at So TV to see more.
Follow us on Twitter at Going Naked the Series.
And go follow us on Instagram at Going Naked the Series.
And like us on Facebook, Going Naked the Series.
See you next time, well, literally the next episode, because we'll be after all of them. Bye!
Yeah.